It's just astonishing. It's just astonishing. Hannity is a cheap punk thief. That's all he's ever been. He tied himself to Newt Gingrich's coattails here in Atlanta 16 years ago, and that's been his ride, his free ride ever since. He's a liar. He's a punk. He's a thief. He steals from dead soldiers. He uses dead soldiers as a means of stealing money from people in this country who may or may not, I don't care what their political attitude is. If they send anything to Hannity, they must be right-wing freaks themselves. But he uses the children of dead or severely wounded soldiers to raise money. This is worse than these televangelists. Hannity is a punk. He's a garbage-collecting bastard. And this is what he does. Millions of dollars that he collects. Oh, yeah, we're going to give it to the poor little kids. Come here, poor little kid. Here, smile for Sean. Look in the camera. Okay, let him say it. What happened to Daddy? Oh, Daddy was blown into pieces? Oh, well, we're going to raise money for you, Junior. And then this filthy, degenerate right-winger takes the money and spends it. Hannity, why don't you just break open their graves after they're buried and steal their medals? Maybe you can pawn them. Why don't you do that, you lousy punk? Why don't you just steal their medals? Why don't you go to the funeral home and nobody's looking, steal their watches or their rings? Some of these guys are buried with that. Come on, Sean, you're letting an awful lot of loot get away from you, you filthy pig. Now, who cares about this? Huh? You think the right-wingers do? Malloy, how many radio stations are you on? That's the kind of response I'm sure I'll get. But for you conservatives, you people in the military, don't forget, Sean Hannity had many chances to join up if he wanted to. He's a coward. He's an absolute coward. And he just stomps on you people in uniform. He stomps on dead people, dead soldiers. And he abuses. If these soldiers were alive and saw what Hannity was doing, they'd put a bullet between his beady eyes. You can count on that. You know they would. He rips off children and widows. I mean, that's almost like a movie from the 30s, right? You expect to see Hannity twirling his mustache, and then this filthy rag, Talkers Magazine, is going to give him an award tomorrow night. An award. See, this is the part where I normally start screaming and cussing. Now, if you want to hear the capper to this story, this Debbie Schlussel is a right-winger. She's an absolute right-winger. You can look her up on Wikipedia if you want to. So, something must have happened that would cause Debbie Schlussel to blow the whistle on this screwball. It's something terrible must have happened. So just so you know, every time you see this little weasel, if you watch him on Fox News, just remember, he is a child molester. In a way, in his own inimitable way, he rapes the widows of dead soldiers. He rapes them. He emotionally rapes them. If these soldiers were alive and they heard about this, Hannity wouldn't be. You know it as well as I do. So for anybody who still monitors this program from the Flying Monkey Right, another example of the people who gouge you, rip you, steal from you, lie to you, just do anything they can to get your money, to break you, to make you feel like, I don't know, like a serf while they ride high on the hog. Millions of dollars this filthy, filthy pig has stolen from the families of dead soldiers. Millions. How does that make you feel? Come on, you right-wing punks. Send me an email about this one. Huh? Savages. Man. Now, a lot of us who've known Sean for a lot of years are not the least bit surprised. Sean always has been just a talentless, lying little sneak. But here you are. Here you go. The tax returns don't lie. The the papers that have to be filed by these charities don't lie. Sean Hannity steals from dead soldiers. He molests their children, and he rapes the widows. Nice.